Hello guys, it's Anime Wikipedia, and today we're gonna be doing what if Izuku was a slayer? A slayer. I'm gonna be doing a basically a kind of some fairy tale elements inside of my hero. I chose this picture because if you guys see my last one, if that's the only picture I have of anything fairy tale related, I don't feel like downloading any photo right now, so I'm just gonna use this photo for now, alright? So, what if Izuku had like Slayer magic? So, this is how it starts. Like, the type of Slayer, I'm gonna reveal it later. I got this idea from a YouTuber, by the way. And I thought this element would have been good for Deku. So this is how it goes. Izuku, everything from 0 to 4 is the same. 0 to 4, he's still pronounced as quirkless, but the day that he was the next day after when he found out that he was quirkless, his mom trying to cheer him up, want him to go to like a store to like buy some favorite All Might figures, and he sees a book. It says God Slayer Magic, and if you guys seen that one YouTuber, let me check his name for a second. Yeah, his name is Crown Clown. Yeah, I saw his like what if Deku was like in the fairy tale verse? I'm gonna give him the same Earth God Slayer magic. So this is in the My Hero world. So let's say fairy tale and all that stuff that happened like 3,000 years ago. So that's all in the past. So this book is old, and no one could read it. So the owner was about to like throw it away, but then Izuku comes up and says, "How much are these?" Like he said, "Kid, no one can read it." And he's like, "I can read them perfectly." And the the um the cashier would be like, "All right, kid, here's a note that was along with this book. If you could read that, you could probably read that note as well, because I couldn't understand it, honestly. I was gonna throw that note away as well." So, Izuku, he goes and gets that book, but it has like 3 parts to it, like the beginner class, intermediate, and advanced class. And the note says, "We, if you're able to read this, that means you are chosen to be a God Slayer. A God Slayer is a person who could use God Slayer magic." And you'd be wondering, magic? How is that possible? And let's just short detail that this earth that you live in, if magic is not a thing, it used to be a thing back then. And it seems like you have magic too, and potential to be an Earth God Slayer. So Izuku's like, alright. And let's just say throughout the years there was an Earth God Slayer and Fairy Tail, so he tells him like the guild about Fairy Tail and all that. And Izuku's like like, oh my gosh, like Fairy Tail's awesome. So Izuku, for Earth Dragon Slayer magic, he needs to build up his body first, because any type of Slayer magic, you need to build up your body first. Like you see how Natsu and Natsu and Gajil, and the twin slayers from Sabretooth, and they didn't get those looks from birth. No, they had to train for their Slayer magic to actually have that type of build. So Izuku's build is gonna be like a mixture between Natsu and Gajil, leaning more towards Natsu's side, more slimmer. But he still needs to have like that build similar to Gajil for like Earth, like sturdy defense. So it took him like 2 years, so he's 6, 2 years to get like the physical fitness, and he start learning like Earth God Slayer magic, Earth God Slayer fist, sit fist, Earth God Slayer bellow, if Earth God Slayer kick, knee, Earth God Slayer gauntlet, Earth God Slayer like armor. Then there's like some things about just like Earthmaker magic, like that, and how to like control sand and some sort of metal, like Toph does, and seismic senses. During the time, he learned that over the span up to 14 years old canon. At 14 years old, he has like a fairy tale mark, and it's on his chest, a green one, and it just magically appeared, just plot convenience sake. And 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 it's on his like right or left chest, whatever you choose. I'll show him like his hero costume later, but like anyways, he's 14. He's at the height of 5'11". No, 6 foot, 6 foot. Ida is around, I think Ida and Shoji are like over 6 foot. But like Izuku's 6 foot at the age of 15. Like he's that tall. And he has like a big build. Because he has a big build but a little bit slimmer for some speed. And I'm gonna have something similar to like Dragon Force called God Force, but you're gonna see it later on. But Izuku, he tells his mom everything that he's learning, and Inko's like happy for his son, for her son, because he has magic. He has some sort of thing magic like he could use as like quirk and just call it earth manipulation. Earth Earth manipulation, and they want like details. The doctors know that it's called Earth 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 manipulation, but on like a godly tier level, because that's why he has Earth God in it. So it's just godly tier level Earth manipulation. He can control sand. He could be doing the sand coffin and the sand burial. That's only on inanimate objects that he used sand burial. He used sand coffin as like a trap to trap some people, and headhunter as a trap. But he doesn't use sand burial on real people. All right, guys. So Izuku at the age of 14. Wait, let me go over the antics of Bakugo and Izuku. There's this one time that Izuku had enough of Bakugo's bullying. Like, he told him to square up, like, honestly. And he says, if I win, you have to stop bullying for the rest of your life and learn how to actually be like a good person. Go have some therapy, honestly. And Izuku says, if I lose, I quit being a hero and I'm out of your way. Katsuki, having a big head, still thinking that Deku's quirkless, will actually agree to this fight. But Izuku ain't gonna hold any punches. He's not trying to kill Katsuki, but he will beat him up to show him that there ain't. This is done. So before the fight even starts, like it's going the next day on Saturday. So he tells his mom. His mom tells Mitsuki, but Mitsuki don't say anything to Katsuki. She hears what Bakugo does and agrees, like he needs to be put down a peg. And when Mitsuki heard about Izuku's quirk, like godly tier earth manipulation, and they're going to force to fight, she knew that he would. Bakugo would learn a lesson. It would probably go therapy to make him better. So we're gonna have a better Katsuki in the future. But anyways, so so this is so this fight happened around they were 10. So he'll be having therapy like for 4 years, and he'll probably be better. But but anyway, during the fight when we were 10 years old, this one had like a local hero because he heard of this, and he's local hero, and these are one of the heroes that didn't want to do like want to be like a hero for fame. He want to be like a hero like All Might was, like just to help people. So he thinks this is a good way to teach someone to learn that if they want to be a hero, they can't be doing it just because they're stronger. It's just to help people. And thinking this probably might get through his head. So, a hero referees this fight. In this fight, Bakugo is surprised when he sees Izuku manipulating the earth and dodging his attacks because of seismic senses, like Toph does. So he's confused, like, you had a quirk? And he's like, I'm a late bloomer. I got this quirk when I was 6. It's just that I didn't want to use my quirk in public because it is illegal to do that. Unlike you use it to torment people. I'm tired. I'm tired of you tormenting people. Like, what is your problem? They're just trying to be themselves, and you're just bullying them. Like, that's not what a hero should do. You want to be number one, but you be doing all this stuff to other people. All Might won't do that. That's something like a devil will probably do. Nah, a devil won't do that. Sure, he might be an asshole, but he probably won't, bully people just because they have a weaker quirk. He probably ignore them, but not, like, bully them like Bakugo does. So, alright, back to the... He's like, you're gonna be, like, number 2 here in Endeavor. Like, you have a hot temper just like him, and also don't like to respect other people that are, like, below you. Like, Endeavor ignores them. You did far worse and bullied them. Like, you're even worse than him. And Bakugo, that struck a chord. He's like, why are you acting so high and mighty? You were always acting like this since we were kids. And he's like, no, I never act like that. That's all in your head. All I wanted was my friend back, and all I wanted is to be a hero, even without quirk or not. You couldn't accept that, and you just made up that I was trying to surpass you or something. Like, trying to, like, take your fame and everything. And, like, I'm not even trying to be a hero for fame. I'm just trying to help people. And Bakugo was just, like he's confused all this time, because if you remember, he thought Deku was, like, acting all high and mighty and stuff, being quirkless, and still wants to be a hero and stuff. Bakugo's, like, pissed, and he goes trying to fight him, and, like, he's doing explosions. Izuku's putting up earth walls and all that, and Izuku had, like, enough of it. He used Earth God Slayer gauntlets, and he punches him in the stomach and knocks him out. Mitsuki picks him up, and he knows what. And once he wakes up, he knows what he has to do: stop bullying, and he's going to therapy. And his mom is disappointed at him. Not mad, but, like, disappointed. So Bakugo goes to therapy. It takes like 4 years for him to be like decent. Sure, he's not cocky, but confident, and also he's a better person because he takes quirk management classes. Because because um because his temper used to fuel most of his explosions. Like some people, like when they use the quirks, like emotional support could like strengthen the quirk. So he goes to that type of management and anger management and therapy, and he becomes a better person overall. Like he actually becomes a better person. He's not prideful, cocky. He's just he's better. He's nice, humble. Like he became a better person after this. While Izuku, he became friends with Bakugo again because after seeing the improvement, and Bakugo stopped calling Izuku Deku. He calls him by his name, Izuku. Now, 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 the the sludge villain incident. Yeah, sludge villain tried, but Izuku with his sand coffin kept him inside of like a ball-shaped material and had like a water bottle, like an empty water bottle, and capture him inside, like pour him inside there, so the sludge villain is taken care of. All Might comes in here and sees like the sludge villain inside the bottle, and he's like, "You took care of him, young man?" And he says, "Yeah, I actually did. Like he took care of the sludge villain." And by the way, Izuku's not that much of an All Might fan because, like, he's still an All Might fan, but not that much. He admires Fairy Tail, like a before Quark era type of people. Like he has like a Fairy Tail guild mark and Fairy Tail posters and stuff. So he's not all that with All Might. Now, now, during the 10 months training, he learned his advanced skills. Like during the first few years, he finished like beginning and intermediate. Now he's learning all his secret techniques. Now, now some of the secret techniques are Earth Tsunami, Earthquake, earthquake, seismic shock. No, not seismic shock. It's similar to earthquake. Well, and some metal or iron, some sort of like metal type of like strong as metal because it has some earth properties like how tough does. So he learned some metal and iron moves and does better earth make magic, and he mastered it by the 10 months exams. Now when it comes to exams for the theoretical, he ties with Momo at first place because Momo was the only one that actually got first place. Like in canon, Izuku got like the bare minimum because of all that training and working that he kind of slacked on his studying. But anyways, since he's not that much in a rush, he still cleans He still claims Degla Beach. It's just that All Might, he still hasn't passed on his quirk. I'm gonna give his quirk to someone that's not Mario because Mario's starting to get overused now. So I'm gonna give it to a different character. And you'll figure out who that character is later on. And by the way, Izuku's gonna have a harem. But I already have 2 girls already on there. I just need like 1 or 2 more left, and you guys can decide who that person is. But anyways, for practical exam, like they're waiting for the practical exams, Ida says what he does, but Izuku, he doesn't stutter. He's more confident and more blunt because he's kind of like tough and personality wise. But have Natsu's denseness, so it'll be hard for some girls to like express his feelings towards him. But anyways, so he gets ready. Oh yeah, he didn't trip during the entrance exam, so he does not meet Araka, and we're not gonna have Araka in here because the Araka ship is like canon, so I want to make like a non-canon ship. So 2 or 1 other girl. That's not the 2 that I've already thought of. Now for the entrance exams for the practical. So he gets ready, and once the door opens, he starts going in. And President Might says, "What are you waiting for? Follow the green-haired kid. He got the right idea. There's no countdowns in real hero work." And Izuku, he's been doing good. Like, he got 100 for villain points and like 75 rescue points by helping others. So when the observation room, when Nezu asks, like, when Aizawa asks who this kid was, Nezu said his name is Izuku Midoriya. His quirk is Earth God Slayer. Earth God Manipulation. And they're like, Earth God is like, he said, it's godly tier type of Earth manipulation. Like, no one could outdone him in Earth manipulation. Like, he faced anyone with Earth-like ability, anything related to Earth, he will dominate them. He will beat Cementos. Like, people who have Earth abilities, like, no one can match him. That's why he earned the title of Earth God Slayer. And they're, like, impressed. Mostly Aizawa. Now the Zero Porter comes in, and he sees a girl trapped under Rebel. And that girl is Melissa. Yeah, Melissa is going to be the same age as Izuku. Here's the girl that I'm talking about. She has 1 for all. So she has full cowling, but she only has like 3%. So she went up to 5% and tried to like fight a 3-pointer to get like she defeated it and got like 53 points, but she got stuck in rubble. Then the 0-pointer was about to almost kill her. Izuku getting ready, having a firm ground, and you use Earth God Bellow. It's basically their version of a roar. A Dragon Slayer's roar, it's a bellow. I figured out what their version of a roar is, a bellow. and it destroyed the Zero Pointer. He helped Melissa out of the rocks by manipulating the earth, and she has one for all, by the way. And her lightning sparks are blue because of her eye color. But anyways, and they get on for the acceptance letters. Izuku passed with first place in passing the 100 score barrier by getting 180 points. Because he got 5 for rescue points, because he already had 75 rescue points, so he got 5 for saving. For saving, 5 for saving Melissa. So that's all for right now. And the second girl that I chose for Izuku will be Momo, because I like Momo as a character. She could be broken if she had more confidence in herself. Like, honestly, creation is like a broken quirk. So I'm gonna leave it off for right now. I'm gonna be doing part 2 tomorrow if I have time, and another what if, continuation of one of my other what ifs that I need to continue. But anyways, see ya.